So how has the
Good
organization's
day.
commemoration of Earth Day, especially during lockdown regulations, been?
It's been a crazy time working
Mm.
from a home office, but I'm sure with everyone, it's been now over 4 weeks, and so a lot of us are used to this opportunity of waking up and rolling into your office. I think what's important for us as SodaStream to tell consumers is the fact that you don't have to go out and add 1 liter of water to your shopping list. You can, with the machine, you can actually use it at home from just using tap water. So you can have sparkling water on tap as well as a cool drink on tap. So it's been very interesting, and we're getting a lot of feedback from our current customers saying that it's been a lifesaver and saving money in terms of actually not buying single-use plastic bottles, which are actually accounting for the pollution that we have in the world.
All right, and I guess this is all going towards what organizations can do to do their bit to help the planet, and also in this difficult time of COVID-19 where water is a precious resource.
Definitely. I think over the past month or so, since the corona, well, in South Africa, the lockdown, I think there's been a lot of information about how to actually use water to actually prevent the problem from washing of your hands, not touching your face, even drinking more water to be more healthy, hot or cold. I think it's quite an interesting phase that we're in as a country,
Mm.
as a world, to actually understand what is important and what we need and what we can't live without. With everything closed and having essential places only opened, I think it's very clear what we need to be cognizant of and what we need to actually make sure that we survive with it and it actually continues for the next generations to come.
All right, since the lockdown, what have you seen as has changed in terms of um, environment issues and the way that we use products?
As SodaStream, our biggest thing that we want to help consumers with is to actually decrease the number of single-use plastic bottles. As you said earlier, we are taking the green commitment up by storm and actually using that to actually give foresight to consumers that we actually doing something. And I mean, there's a lot of other companies that are actually getting on board with the plastic pact that was started last year by a lot of organizations to take away straws and so forth. So what's important as SodaStream, we're committing the 67 billion bottles, which if consumers are not really sure how much that is, that actually can round to the earth 437 times and fill 25 soccer stadiums. So it's quite a big feat from a SodaStream perspective. But I think what's important is for consumers to understand how they can help us do this is to use less plastics and really take care of the environment. No more littering, no more throwing anything out of the windows. I think it's a matter of each person actually doing their part to actually alleviate such problems. And what we see on planet Earth is the fact that today, as much as we're celebrating Earth Day, we want people to focus on helping the planet. When we come back out of this epidemic, I think it's important for people to understand that when we come out, we need to make sure that the Earth can survive with us in it, because right now it's flourishing.
All right, thanks so much indeed. That's all we have time for, unfortunately. But thanks so much indeed for your input and raising, again, consciousness at this time of the year that we shouldn't forget that there's a planet also in need. Thanks so much indeed for your